being given that, as at present, there are on the Chagos archipelago no inhabitants, no Mauritian inhabitants, and specifically Mauritians of Chagosian origin, being given therefore that these days, unfortunately, there are no such inhabitants on the Chagos archipelago. This motion that is presented today, and which of course we will approve, has great valeur symbolic, apart from other things. Great valeur symbolic, especially for the future, but even today. But I'm sure that this motion also wishes to be an expression of support. Support to the Chagosians, support for the struggle for the Chagos archipelago to be returned to Mauritius. We have absolutely no problem to vote this motion. On the contrary, we shall, as far as the MMM is concerned, never miss any opportunity to express our support to the Chagosians community and to the struggle to have the Chagos return to the sovereignty of Mauritius. I will not repeat what I said recently. The MMM has been the party that brought up the whole Chagos issue. The Chagos sovereignty issue was brought up by the MMM. This is on record. And since we did that, we have never missed an opportunity to express concretely our support for the Chagos archipelago to be returned to the sovereignty of Mauritius. And we have never missed an opportunity. We were the first party to support the Chagosians community. Dans la rue, concretely. And we are proud of that. We were the party that brought up that issue years ago, and we've always supported the sovereignty issue struggle. And we were the first party to support the Chagosians, so we certainly have no lessons to receive from anybody. And that is why we are very happy to express through this motion once more our support to the Chagosians community and to the struggle, whatever form it takes, to the struggle for the return of the sovereignty of Mauritius over the Chagos archipelago. History is history. I have to express my disagreement with what the Honourable Leader of the Opposition has just said on what took place in 1965. I'll do that coolly. But history is history. I'm sure the Honourable Leader of the Opposition believes in what he has just said, but he's wrong. Historical facts are historical facts. It is wrong to say that in 1965, the PMSD left government because of the excision of the completely wrong. Facts are facts. It's easy to check. On the contrary, the PMSD held a press conference to say that they have no disagreement on that issue. They had a disagreement on including the conditions of the excision, but not the excision itself. They held a press conference to say that. They held a press conference to say that they have no quarrel with the base issue as well. So I'm saying that just to correct the record. I won't go more on that issue, but it has to be corrected. History is history. Let me come back to the motion. It is very sad that before the Honourable Prime Minister brought this motion, the Chagosian community was not consulted. Very sad. I know that as a fact. I won't say why, but I know that as a fact. And also, I haven't had time to read Le Mauricien I haven't. It's now that I get the Mauritian, and I understand that the Chagos group has confirmed that, expressed their sadness at this having taken place. Okay, I hope that in the meantime, such a consultation has taken place. Later on, when I'll come to this motion, I see that the group Réfugiés Chagos is proposing something different from integration into one of the constituencies. We'll have to study very carefully what the group Réfugiés Chagos is now proposing. But anyway, the motion has great political, concrete, great political valeur de symbole, political value, and an expression of support. And whatever the group Réfugiés Chagos is proposing, we'll study very carefully and we'll discuss with them, but we'll vote this motion. We'll vote this motion because it has great political valeur symbolic and an expression of support also. For these reasons, as I said, although we deplore the fact that there was no consultations before the Honourable Prime Minister came forward with this motion. There is the Agalega precedent. The motion says, leave it to the, as the Constitution provides, leave it to the Electoral Boundaries Commission to put the Chagos Archipelago, the inhabitants, they are not there today, they'll be there tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, in one of the constituencies. There is one precedent, and I think we have always to learn from history. We have always to go to the past, to history, and to precedents. And there is only one precedent, as far as I am aware, I'm sure, there was only one precedent where an island, in this case an archipelago, but an island, was integrated in one of the constituencies. It was in the 8th of December 1998. A motion was presented on the 8th of December 1998 by the then Prime Minister for Agalega, for the Electoral Boundaries Commission to consider which constituency Agalega Island or Agalega Islands, Agalega would be included in. Of course, we don't know the exact reasons why finally the Electoral Boundaries Commission included Agalega in constituency number 3. But we can guess, because it was the smallest in terms of number of electors, also closeness to the harbor, to the sea, but also probably because there was already in those days a Chagosian community in that constituency. So of Agalegans, of people from Agalega in that constituency. Probably these are the reasons, we don't know. But I have complete confidence in the Electoral Boundaries Commission. I'm sure they did their work properly. But le bilan, having included Agalega in constituency number 3, le bilan n'est pas glorieux. I read what the then Prime Minister, Dr. Navin Ramgoolam, said, and later on what Sir Anirudh Jagannath said. Yes, we'll provide in let me get the date, in 2000, Sir Anirudh Jagannath said, no problem, we'll provide so that not every week or force they may be able to visit their constituency. It was not a success under Ramgoolam, it was not a success under Sir Anirudh, and it's not a success under the present government. For the members of constituency Niue, an official letter from the elected member an official letter to have the opportunity to visit his part of his constituency, to this day, from what I understand, remains unacknowledged. The Prime Minister's office has not even acknowledged the letter, let alone give an answer. But yes, we'll do our best for you to be able to visit your constituency and so on. So le bilan n'est pas glorieux in terms of visits. Now there have been, the motion is for the Chagos Archipelago to be included in a constituency, but in the meantime, there have been requests for a council, for eventual Chagos, repopulated Chagos Archipelago. I have to remind the House that this is how things started in Rodrigues. Rodrigues also started with an appointed council. And then we progressed on and on until now we have a fully autonomous, elected regional assembly, which is a model in itself. So, whether the solution is integrating, the long-term solution integrating the Chagos in a constituency, I'm not sure. And as I said, it's only today that I haven't had time, unfortunately, I apologize, to study the proposals of the Groupe Réfugiés Chagos, but it seems that they want something specific for the eventually repopulated Chagos. That will not prevent us from voting this motion. As a symbolic gesture, as an expression of support, we'll vote. But we will also pay very close attention to what the Groupe Réfugiés Chagos is proposing, which is different. I'm sad because if there had been proper consultations before the motion was presented, we would not be where we are. That is a motion that we have to vote to express our support and for its symbolic value and political value, but we'll have to study carefully what the Groupe Réfugiés Chagos is proposing, and we'll see in the future. Let's leave it to the future. Let's study carefully what the Groupe Réfugiés Chagos is proposing, and we'll have to return to that. If we vote this motion today, we'll have to return to the whole issue being given, as I said, that unfortunately there were no consultations before the motion was presented, and today the group, I don't honestly give much attention to what some people of Chagosian origin, especially in the UK, are saying. And our UK friends are good at manipulating people also. The group representing the Chagos population, the people, the Chagosians, is the Groupe Réfugiés Chagos. Therefore, we have to pay very close attention to what they are proposing now, even if we vote this motion. This motion is to integrate the eventually repopulated Chagos Archipelago in a constituency. Would it be number one, constituency number one, as has been mentioned, constituency number 3 with the Agalega precedent? When the then Prime Minister, Dr. Ramgoolam, presented the motion on the 8th of December 1998, he said, we should not try to anticipate the decision at which the Commission will arrive. Fair enough. But we have a right, the Chagosians have a right to express themselves, we have a right, as patriots, to express ourselves also. Although, under the Constitution, it will be up to the Electoral Boundaries Commission to decide finally. The issue is a bit irreal, insofar as we know that the Constitution of Mauritius provides that under Section 39, that every 10 years the Electoral Boundaries Commission has to come forward with a proposal pour redelimiter the 20 constituencies of Mauritius. And we all know also that the Electoral Boundaries Commission is completing its work these days. So that's ongoing. They are, from what I understand, finalizing their proposal, their report. In 1998 already, it was the same situation. In 1998, the report from the Electoral Boundaries Commission was 2 years late and was expected in a very near future. Exactly the situation we are in today. Ce n'est pas possible que le Electoral Boundaries Commission ne prenne pas en considération la redélimitation quand elle va considérer cette motion. Inevitably, it will have to do that. It will be a tricky job, which is to be given priority consideration, placing an unpopulated, at this stage, an unpopulated Chagos archipelago in a constituency, and then at a time when the 20 constituencies are being redessinées, I suggest we vote this motion, as I said, as an expression of support, but also for its political and symbolic value. We study carefully what the Group Réfugiés Chagos is now proposing, with all the respect that it requires, and we leave it to the Electoral Boundaries Commission. They are wise enough to see how they will proceed to consider the two things at once. That is the redelimitation of the 20 electoral boundaries, plus the inclusion, the eventual inclusion of the Chagos archipelago in one of the constituencies. I think we should leave it to the Electoral Boundaries Commission. They have to, inevitably, they will have to consider these two issues at the same time. Thank you, Madam Speaker.